So, that's it, huh? Revenge?
Pretty much. Apparently, the Navy brass decided lying to her was the best way to handle the situation. Rather than, not scrapping her daughter.
That tracks.
What do you mean?
There's a file you haven't seen before. The hybrid file.
The hybrid file? As in just one?
Did you ever wonder why your official file made no mention of your hybrid status?
How do you know I've even seen my official file?
Because I know you.
I just figured it was because it's such a closely guarded secret.
That's true. But naturally, we still needed to keep track of any hybrids that we knew existed. There's a single file for this purpose. You need the highest security clearance in order to see it. Inside is all the information on the hybrids, as well as how they were handled.
Handled?
As you know, the nature of hybrids creates many, many moral issues. And the various branches of the military, both here and abroad, have historically dealt with the problem in very different ways. Dallas and her girls got some of the best treatment by comparison. Valencia and Jael would be among the worst, along with Penelope and Poppy. Quietly, we've been tracking how the situations are resolved so we can advise what to do in the future to achieve the best outcome.
I would hardly call murdering an innocent girl a good outcome.
Scrapping the hybrids was once viewed as a good idea, to hide the fact they exist at all. After Penelope, the Army Air Corps realized that a disgraced serviceman and a dead hybrid was not really an appropriate resolution. So, when it happened again with Dallas, they tried the opposite end of the spectrum. Dallas was permitted to stay with Leo. He wasn't punished, and neither was she, and Houston and Austin turned out to be far more capable. It was theorized that the happiness of the hybrid, not being treated like a mistake and having both of their parents, had brought out their true potential. So, this practice would then be deemed standard policy for the Air Force, which lasts to this day.
Guessing the Navy didn't get the memo on that.
The Navy clung to the old way of doing things for longer, though I will say they had less experience with hybrids than the Army and Air Force. Naval policy was to remove the father from the situation as quickly as possible, and to separate the hybrid from the mother when it was most convenient. The hybrids would be tested, and regardless of capabilities, scrapped.
But then why was I—
Your mother. And in a way, your father. The CIA of the time was more inclined to the Air Force's policy with this sort of thing, and Lilith would only work with us if you were protected. My predecessor was good at twisting the knife to get what he wanted, and used it to convince the Navy to let you live. When you transferred to the Marines, they were briefed about your situation, but saw no reason to dispose of you. You were highly skilled, and the CIA covered the expenses of all your upgrades to keep you up to par for as long as possible. Jael didn't have such protection, though. We didn't even know about her until Valencia disappeared and we started digging.
That whole time, I was being protected?
From unfair treatment. Your abilities, your decorations, your rank. Those were all earned, Skylar. All we did was make sure the Navy learned their policy was wrong by watching you grow. And they did. The Navy now handles hybrids the same way as the Air Force does.
Not that it's any consolation to Valencia. Did you look into that thing?
I did start. But I must say, we have no record of any organization under the name The Forgotten. Do you think she was telling the truth?
I do.
Good enough for me. I'll keep at it and let you know if I find something.
Hey, Skylar. How you holding up?
Oh, hey, Dallas. I'm all right. When did you get back?
Touched down an hour ago. Everyone is pretty tired, but I wanted to check on you.
I appreciate that. I'm fine.
I see the director approved a headstone.
For both of them. I mean, I was the one asking, so—
Does he ever say no to you?
He always says yes, you know that. With me, well—
Double yes?
Whatever I want, usually. Though this time, he did actually partially kind of imply he didn't want me running off into danger again.
Flying into gale force winds was a little nuts.
You would have done the exact same thing.
Apparently we're both lunatics.
So I'm told.
Does your mother know you did that?
Well, I wasn't going to tell her. But Azriel decided to rat on me. I imagine it's her way of punishing me for the whole thing.
And how did Lilith react?
I think you can guess.
What do you mean you flew off into a hurricane? And with my grandbaby? Are you out of your mind?
Mom, I'm fine. It's not a big—
Don't you dare say it's not a big deal, young lady. Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in?
Well, I'm starting to get an idea.
Grounded. For eternity. Until the end of time.
Honey, maybe we should cut her some slack. She did save the world again.
Don't start the teaming up thing or I'll ground you too.
It's okay, Dad. She'll get over it.
Like hell I will.
But she has a point. I can't keep doing this. Not now. If I wasn't designed to carry extra weight into combat, I would have been in trouble.
It would be great if people would stop trying to end the world for at least a few months.
Right. When did we get tasked with protecting the planet?
Gisela thinks it's a curse.
Is she right?
I'm starting to wonder,
I just hope they're together now. She did the wrong thing, obviously, but
but she was driven to it, just like Yulia.
it's always down to how we treat people, how they treat us.
I sometimes think, if I hadn't been allowed to stay with my girls, would I have been like them? Angry? Vengeful?
That would be a much different version of you, Dallas. One with wholly different experiences. We're just the sum of our parts, and it's what we do with those parts that defines us.
When did you get all philosophical?
Always have been. I just usually don't voice it. Been hanging around you too much.
General Skylar Phantom II, highly skilled Marine Corps veteran, fought in multiple theaters including Vietnam and the First Iraq War. Combat skill ranked in the triple S tier, known to be able to overcome opponents who easily outclass her in technical ability, including advanced drones and Generation 5 fighter jets. She is a hybrid and currently pregnant with her first child.
So we strike now while she is vulnerable?
Negative. Her pregnancy has had no effect on her combat potential. She is the one mostly responsible for defeating Valencia. Many have underestimated her. All have paid for that mistake. Besides, even if she were compromised, there's still the other triple S tier. They have two. General Dallas Mustang, highly decorated World War II veteran, has held her own against far superior enemy forces on numerous occasions.
A Mustang. She's a prop. Surely she can't be that hard to deal with.
That's what everyone else that faced her thought, and they all lost. Dallas has been known to take on advanced drones and Gen 5s just as Skylar has. She has also demonstrated the ability to shoot missiles out of the air.
Whoa, that sounds super cool.
Seriously, Tamila?
Let the poor dear enjoy herself.
In order to move things forward, both of these individuals must be removed from the equation. Their leadership and skill is too vital to the other's stability. Their subordinates are also impressive combatants, but they would be considerably weakened without their leadership.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Quite so, Amunet. We can't act yet anyway. We have yet to properly work out the arc. But Valencia showed us the spear would be quite useless to us, so her failure isn't a total loss.
What do you need us to do?
Vesper, you can maintain your duties as usual. Same goes for Amunet, Eris, and Tamila.
Oh, but I wanted to bouncy bounce.
You may take a few hours outside this afternoon to bouncy bounce, Tamila.
Yay.
But Calypso, I want you to reinitiate Project E2.
Are you certain, Mako? The dangers of the rift were so enormous that we—
I am well aware of the dangers, and they are irrelevant. We won't be using it ourselves. I want you to turn the project into an offensive weapon. One that can remove at least 2 particularly dangerous individuals from the game board.
Oh, I see. That's actually quite brilliant. Amazed I didn't consider it myself.
You have your current orders. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Calypso, I want a time estimate on the project within the next day.
Understood.
So we're really doing this, finally?
After all this time, Justice.
They will know our fury. Bouncy bounce.
Soon, my friends, they will remember our names and never be allowed to forget